The Oregon Ducks, they're back on track. After losing their first regular season game in 2 years to Indiana, the Ducks, they bounced back against Rutgers, beating them 56-10. The Ducks have now won 10 games in a row on the road and are 12-1 all-time in Big Ten play. On Saturday, they had a season-best 750 yards against Rutgers while averaging more than 12 yards a play. It was quite the bounce back for the Ducks and head coach Dan Lanning and QB Dante Moore.
You know, it was a tough loss, but Indiana's a great team. But make sure this week we just learn from our mistakes, push through the week Monday through Friday, and I feel like the whole week we did a great job, offense and defense side and special teams. So we did a great job making sure to understand that, you know, we take that loss as a lesson and we push through this week, and I feel like we did a great job today.
I was expecting our players to play with an edge. I was expecting them to execute and do their job at a really high level. I thought, you know, the things that we were asking our guys to do, that they were able to do, and they did that tonight. We said all week and really today, we're not chasing stats, we're chasing a standard. And I thought our guys did a good job of that. Yeah, in football, rinse do every week. So it's great as this win was to see us accomplish, you know, to our standard what we wanted to be able to do. You know, we got to come to work next week again, and it's never going to be easy. So it's really not about what you've done, you know, for me lately. It's about like right now. And we have to come back and go to work, travel back. We'll get back probably a little after 3 a.m. and be back at work ready to roll on Sunday.
The Oregon defense also played great on Saturday, forcing 3 turnovers to go along with 3 sacks and 8 tackles for a loss. Oregon is back home this weekend and will take on Wisconsin this Saturday at 4 p.m. The Ducks, they're stacking on another win. They're 6th of the season to be exact. And the Beavers, well, they have finally done it. This weekend, Oregon State won their first game of the year. After being down 13-10 at halftime, the Beavers came back and demolished Lafayette, an FCS team. In Rob Akey's first game as interim head coach, after the firing of Trent Bray, the Beavers beat Lafayette 45-13. QB Malik Murphy was benched for the Beavs, and it turned out to be a good thing as Jabari Johnson threw for 79 yards and a touchdown while rushing for 82 yards and another score. Beaver running back Anthony Hankerson had a monster game with 204 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Beavs are finally in the win column, and this is what they had to say post-game.
Well, I tell you what, it's I'm happy. I'm happy as can be to see these guys smile. We talked about it in here a few days ago. You get a little spark lit, and if you can get some gasoline on that thing, it can make some things roll. And so I'm just happy for those guys. They're smiling and they're happy and they're feeling good. They got to play the game that they love and smiled and finished it the way they wanted to. So that's the biggest thing that I'm excited about.
Yeah, man, that felt really good, man. Like I said, we got a lot of selfless guys in the locker room who've been eager. You know, we've been hungry for a win, man. You know, we're going on 8 weeks. You know, we just got our first one today, but you know, man, we've been hungry. You know, we really wanted to win. We was willing to do whatever it take. This whole practice this week it went really well. You know, we was you know, picking up a lot of things that on the fly is what on the fly, and yeah, we was able to showcase that tonight.
Oregon State hopes to continue their success in a couple weeks as they take on Pac-2 rival Washington State on November 1st at home.
Now, your exclusive local alert weather forecast from Central Oregon's news leader.
All right, who's ready for a little weather? It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. We do have a chilly start, though. Taking a look, if you're heading out early for some morning golf, we're looking at some cool temperatures, 34 degrees around 6 o'clock in the morning. And then once we hit noon, we're looking at 53 degrees. So a little warm up, mostly sunny conditions tomorrow after we had a little bit of a rainy start today. A lot of that rain, though, came early in the morning. We're not expecting a lot of precipitation for the next couple of days, so that will be a nice little break from that. Tomorrow looking pretty mild overall, seeing a 60 in Sisters. If you're in Bend, looking at 62 degrees, similar conditions over in Prineville. And then our friends in southern Deschutes County, you're going to be topping out in those upper 50s. Again, really nice day. We're looking at mostly sunny skies and some calmer winds. So definitely a little bit of a change from the windy day that we had today. But overall, pretty nice start to the work week. I know it's a Monday, but at least we have some nice weather. I want to talk about Tuesday, though, because we're going to be a little bit warmer. We continue to warm up. We're still going to be in those 30s to 40s during the morning hours, but then looking around 12 p.m., 60 degrees, and then we're looking at upper 60s in the afternoon. Some areas may be hitting those 70s, so overall it's going to be a really nice time to get outside. And I want to fast forward to Friday for the Lava Bears versus the Panthers game. That's going to be at Ben High. Kickoff at 7 p.m. This day is actually when we could be seeing that rainfall once again. So around kickoff, we are looking at mostly cloudy conditions. Again, there is chances for showers during this game, so make sure that you have the right jacket on and that you're ready to potentially run into some rain during that time. Sunset takes place at 6:06, but it should be a fun night despite the cooler, rainy conditions. So nice, dry conditions for the next couple of days with that chance of rain coming on Friday.